What's up, Shinobi? It is your future Hokage of YouTube, Cubito, giving you that Cubito XP. This is right after if you couldn't tell, I'm wearing the same shirt. I just took my hat off. But this is right after the Home Alone Fears to Fathom video. I felt a little too lonely, and I also realized watching that video that let me fix my screen. Whoa. I also realized watching the video that the system sound was too low. I'm gonna edit it and hopefully it comes out good still to post, but anyway, I turned off the lights. Doesn't really make a difference because it's daytime, but I was not gonna watch this in the nighttime. I was not about to do that to myself. Y'all watching this with me. I'm watching this with nobody. I'm alone, okay? When you watch these videos, you have me in the corner of your screen watching along. Anyway, what are we watching today? We're watching Unlimited or Unlimit Creations. Basically, they don't make these videos, they just post compilations of videos of paranormal stuff. If you like paranormal stuff, I like it, but it still scares me because I'm a believer. I'm somewhat Christian. You know, I don't really like to count myself as a Christian because I don't always pray. Like, if anything, if praying with your eyes open was a thing, I'd be Christian. Because I'm always praying. I don't put my hands together and, you know, like close my eyes and just, you know, say amen after my wishes. I'm mostly just like, God, please just let me make it home safe, you know, like with my eyes open, just stuff like that. I also believe in spirituality, you know, like aura, chakras, spirit animals, and I also believe in evil as well, because you can't have good without evil. So if I believe in God, of course I'm gonna believe in you know, that hell exists, that, you know, Lucifer exists. I don't believe in Lucifer. That's two different things. I believe he exists, I don't believe in him. So yeah, I figured, you know, I want to watch some of these videos, just watch 3 with you guys. I have like a really stuffy nose. I don't know why. I don't think I'm sick. My nose is just stuffy. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm like so happy I got the circle. I'm like, I love it. What do we start with? As you can see, I've seen a ton of these. I sometimes watch these before going to sleep just because they're so interesting. Now, sometimes they gradually get worse, like less scary. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I just feel like the more scarier ones are the older videos, but I've already seen those. I don't want to watch them again to show you, but yeah, these are compilations of TikToks, and people put, you know, actual videos into TikTok, so it's not just people. I really hate the storytelling ones. I wish I was live streaming this. That would be so cool. I would have like my camera, of course, here, and then like a picture of me under, and then comment section like in this area. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's scary. I'm gonna skip most if they contain storytelling. I don't find storytelling to be scary, like, oh, and then they walked into the room and the 2 corpses of the kids were missing. Like, I don't find that. I need to see something.
Boom. And welcome to the Witch's Grave in St. Thomas, Ontario.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Is home of the quietest room in the world.
This is what I mean. I can't stand this stuff. I guess these are fine. Like those videos that are like places you feel like you've been before and stuff.
Urban legends from each state.
Oh my god, this song. Never! Homie! I just realized, will I get copyrighted for this song?
These are the scariest things ever found in space, part 1. Up first are animal corpses. This makes sense because the first ever test subjects to make it to space were a monkey and a dog. But the creepy thing is, their corpses are still floating in space as we speak, and many astronauts who go to space often see them just floating around. Next up are faces on the surface.
That's kind of, whoa. That's kind of weird. You're telling me that they haven't, like, after all these years, they haven't floated so far. You don't even know they, like, what? But that's, like, so weird for you to, like, be an astronaut and you go into space and you see the corpses of the very first test subjects that made it into space still just, like, that is crazy. that is so weird to imagine seeing.
Surface of Mars. This is very scary because we have yet to find life on Mars, but this could be evidence of giants on Mars. But honestly, this could either be a pile of rocks or a fossilized face of a giant. Either way, it's still extremely creepy.
I don't know about that one. Gosh, what is that? Dude, you're cursed for the rest of your life. I'm not touching. I don't. Nope. I'm not touching nothing. No. No way. God, I hate this song. What in the world? Is this real or is this like a painting or something? That is so messed up. Oh, it can't be human. I don't know if that's real.
These are scary urban legends in each state, part 3. Up first are the Kentucky Goblins. The Kentucky Goblins are located in Kentucky
Bro.
and are extraterrestrial beings who are small and kind of goblin-like with 3 toes. Many people who see them
With 3
confuse them for
toes.
owls until they are suddenly attacked.
Confuse
These
them
small
for
creatures are
owls?
extremely fast and have claws that can rip through any flesh. As of recently, many people in Kentucky have been seeing more Kentucky Goblins, making locals worry about if the Kentucky Goblins are going to take over. So if you live in Kentucky and ever see a Kentucky Goblin, your best bet is to run away and not look back.
I'm pretty sure we would hear
Photos
some
with
shit about
creepy
that
and
on
tragic
news.
backstories. Part 3. Blanche Monnier was a French socialite who was locked in an attic by her mother for 25 years without sunlight. When discovered, she was covered in old food, feces, and weighing barely 25 kilograms. The Lawson family in 1929, taken days before.
Whoa. Okay, wait. Kilograms kilograms are less than pounds, right? How many? let me look this up, because doesn't the human brain weigh about 2 pounds? So, oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, she weighs more than 20 pounds. But that's still crazy, because I know I know some skinny people that weigh still like over 110, but to be about what is that? That's about she would weigh about 40 pounds. That's insane. That is very
Without sunlight. When discovered, she was covered in old food, feces, and weighing barely 25 kilograms. The Lawson family in 1929, taken days before Christmas, when Charlie Lawson, the father, murdered everyone in the picture, including himself, with a shotgun. His
yeah, I've
church
seen
in
that.
Germany has 3 hanging cages that remain from the 1500s.
I feel like this is too loud. Give me a second.
3 men were tortured and their remains left to rot in the cages. A nuclear shadow in Hiroshima after the bomb was dropped. This is the last moment of someone's life. This picture is capturing the exact moment that the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima.
It's pretty cool. I mean, well, scary but cool.
Terrifying games you don't want to play, part 45. It follows. If you play this game
Oh, I
correctly,
thought he was gonna say like actual games, like video games. I was gonna be like, yo, next game on the channel.
you will be granted a singular wish, which can be a valuable prize indeed. But if you're not careful, you could lose everything that you hold dear. To begin this game, you'll need to summon the Hide Behind, a
What
mysterious
is that?
creature known for its ability to perfectly blend in with any surroundings, allowing it to hide in plain sight. To do this, you will need a bag of finely ground salt, a white candle and candlestick, and an empty room with at least one window. Once you have acquired these items, you'll need to wait until exactly 11:55 p.m. Next, you'll need to position the salt alongside the windowsill before going to the center of the room with the candle in hand and saying the words, "Hide behind, are you there?" Once you have done this, place the candle on the floor and exit the room. Finally, you'll need to return to the room at exactly midnight. If the salt is disturbed and the candle is blown out, then the hide behind has entered your place of dwelling. From this point on, the game has begun, and you'll need to be very careful, as it's more than likely the creature has yet to leave the room and is still there with you, observing your every move. For the next 24 hours, your job will be very simple. All you have to do is spot the hide behind and call out its location. It cannot move under direct human supervision, and it will grant you any wish you desire in exchange for its freedom. However, the hide behind is a man-eater and a stalker. If 24 hours goes by without it being discovered, it will feel confident enough to move in for the kill, ending your life in an instant.
Whoa. I mean, I'm like sitting here wondering, why would you play this game? But there's a wish. I don't believe in this type of stuff. I feel like these are just like concepts people come up with, or like little, you know, I guess scary stories, you know, like people just say things and it gets spreaded around. Like, how do you think religion even started in the first place? It's like very controversial stuff, but it leaves you thinking. Like, that's the stuff that's the like thing I love about this stuff. It always just leaves me mentally screwed. Like it makes me wonder, because like religion is scary. It's to me it's definitely a scary thing, because it's scary not to believe, but it's also scary to believe. So life is just scary. So when you take into consideration the fact that of course good exists, so that means evil exists, you tend to wonder what that evil is. And the human mind is just, you can come up with the craziest, scariest looks, especially when you have enough inspiration. Because we went from so many things from back then, like things back then didn't look like what they look like now. Unless you had, like, what would really get me is if you go into an ancient cave, or like, you know, a mine or a cave that's existed for a long time, right, or been explored or something. Even if it wasn't explored, that, well, the fact that it wasn't explored would be scarier, because what I'm trying to get at is if you found ancient drawings, like, you know how people used to paint or whatever on walls, and you had a really good illustration, or you know, something that gets the idea that something supernatural or scary exists, that would make me believe. Because it's like, this is, who comes up with this stuff way earlier, before media was even a thing, before movies were a thing, before the concept of a zombie was a thing, because obviously zombies aren't real. It's a concept, right? But we still think like, whoa, what if that happened? Like when you watch a zombie apocalypse show, you still think about, hey, what if that did happen though? Like, what if that could happen, and how would I handle that situation? How would I survive? Things like that. It's just, I don't know. I could go on forever, but I'm gonna stop myself while I can.
There was a woman who had a 6-year-old son.
Oh, this is a story time.
Okay, I'm confused.
A glitch in the Matrix, or she's on something.
Like, this is supposed to be my backyard, right? And then when I go downstairs, I know it's not gonna be the same. What the? I'm literally confused. I swear. I don't know. Like, where's all my cans?
I don't know what to think about that. What the heck? What is that? Ugh. I didn't even get to read. I was staying tuned. I don't think this is real. This is the shit, like, if you showed this and it was legit, wouldn't it be all over the news? Like, I guess, like, oh, what the It went from slow and black and white to just. But that's like what helps me determine what's real and what's not. Like, I mean, there a lot of paranormal videos could be faked, and I might think it's real. But I definitely don't believe in the. I just found this. A megalodon. I just found a alien. I just found a Bigfoot. I don't believe those videos because I'm pretty sure that would be all over the news had it been real. What I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure, like, if you've seen a moving shadow on a video, that could be edited, so nobody's gonna know if it's real or not. So it leaves you to decide, damn, like, that looked real to me. But not everybody believes in, you know, spirits, ghosts, demons, all that, so. Whoa. I don't need to see it. I feel like that one's fake. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like how dark it is in there. I don't. That flew.
And UFO footage part 1. Here is a photo taken of a strange UFO spacecraft seen by people in a local town. Here is another one taken a bit closer. This is proof.
This hospital was abandoned in 2001 after reports of patient abuse. They left everything behind. Old blood samples, patient files. Locals claim that the hospital is haunted.
You're not gonna read it for me, asshole. In 1702, Thomas Busby was convicted for murdering his father-in-law for sitting in his favorite chair during an argument. What are you, God? It's funny, that was a story that my grandma had told me when I was really young. She wanted to get me to be a Christian, so she told me, like, this story to make me think, like, oh, damn, like, that's interesting. And I later told other people that was the story because I wanted to get other people into Christianity. And everyone's like, that's not what I heard. And the story was that Lucifer, he was, you know, this part's true. Lucifer was the most beautiful angel, and at some point he was trying to sit in God's chair, and God didn't like it. So they argued, and at some point, you know, Lucifer said he wouldn't do it again. God catches him back on his chair, and then he kicks Lucifer out of heaven for disobeying him, and creates hell for Lucifer to be in. And so Lucifer is now burning in the middle of hell, and then at some point he rules it. So, like, he becomes, it was something like that. I know, like, it definitely, I probably had it like 7 out of 10 spot on, but whatever the hell that means. But what is this audio? On his way to the gallows, he cursed the chair and claimed that anyone who sits in it would die soon after. Over time, multiple people sat in the chair, and each of them mysteriously died that same day. Okay. The chair was donated to a museum and hung up 50 feet so nobody could ever sit on it. Damn. Damn. That's incredible footage. Spirit caught on film one early morning.
Creepy videos that can't be
Where
explained.
is that? I don't.
So a TikToker by the name of Tasha Daz has been recently finding her cookbooks on the floor of her kitchen every single morning. She always picks them up and puts them securely on the counter. but somehow, without fail, she always finds them on the ground the next day. Eventually, Tasha decided to set up cameras to see what really was knocking these books over. This eerie footage taken at 1 in the morning shows Tasha's cookbooks mysteriously falling over without anybody near the camera. And the creepiest part was that 2 hours later at 3 in the morning, the knocked over books were pushed off the counter onto the ground. Just watch as this cookbook seems to be thrown off the counter and onto the ground. And if that wasn't enough, more footage shows a toy at the corner of the counter somehow sliding slowly off the edge. What do you guys think about these videos? All I know is that somebody doesn't like the recipes in those cookbooks.
I don't really have a comment for that one.
I spy a video of an attempt to stop a truck driver on his route in the late hours of the night.
He just wait, what? I was reading while he... Oh, he ran over a bike. You just lost your bike. You're on a highway, I don't know where we are, but you're in the dark and you just lost your bike. So like, that's not gonna get anybody to stop for you. If this, hey please, I need a ride, it's dark out here. If that wasn't gonna get somebody to stop for you, what makes you think throwing your bike in the way of the car was going to? I get it, you're probably desperate to get home, but I ain't stopping for nobody. Like, well, you know how many messages I could have got from that? Alright, let's watch one more, because some of these haven't been, you know, scary. Photos that can't be explained, part 1. Okay. Nope. Geophone? What? Geophone rock anomaly? Well, I don't understand. Mysterious case of... Oh, yeah. That was crazy. Black Knight satellite. Oh, my bars! Black Knight satellite. Now this bitch wanna fight. How she... What? I like this. No music, no dumbass TikTok music in the background. Oh my gosh. Ooh, oh. Is that whispering or screaming in the distance? Don't turn him. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop.
آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم.
See, oh, talked back. I don't know. I'm so, my nipples are hard. I'm so chilled right now. I'm thinking this right here is a doorway. This right here is a doorway. So like I'm thinking somebody's gonna poke their head out from right here. Just be like, hey, like.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم السلام عليكم.
That is a doorway, ain't it? Why do you back
السلام
up?
عليكم.
Oh, no. I didn't know that was a kid. Those are 2 kids. This entire time, those were 2 kids. Don't. Bro, stop. You're gonna get locked. Oh. Which captured on camera manipulating fire? Yeah, that's fire. No pun intended, but like, fire is my favorite element. I wish I could manipulate fire, but would I do witchcraft and shit? I don't know.
Nicely done, kid. I have so many questions, but do you guys want to know what this reminds me of? The Nutty Putty Cave accident. This is a map of Nutty Putty Cave. It's an underground cave system in Utah County, Utah. And a few days before Thanksgiving in 2009, John Jones became stuck in the birth canal part of it, a part that's only 18 by 10 inches wide. He was stuck for over 24 hours in this position, his head below his feet. So all of the blood was pooling to his head. It took over 50 rescuers to try to get him out. And at one point, he did get a few feet out of the cave. He was then able to get food and water, but then an anchor inside of the cave fell, and he fell right back where he was. And that's when everybody knew that there was about to be trouble, because the way that John fell, if they tried to get him back out, his legs would snap. It started becoming increasingly clear that John was probably not going to make it out of this situation. Luckily, he was able to say goodbye to his friends and family, especially his wife and 1-year-old daughter. Unfortunately, after 28 grueling hours stuck in this cave, John succumbed to his injuries, and they had no choice but to seal the cave up with him inside.
Bro. Wow. That's crazy. That's so crazy. What was supposed to be a good time. Oh my goodness. I don't want to imagine what that's like, but that just left me. Ugh. I don't know how to feel about that.
These are cases that will make you sick, part 2.
Okay.
This is Diane Dons. And in 1983, Diane Dons shot her 3 children and drove them in a blood-splattered car to the hospital. Upon arrival, her daughter Cheryl, who is 7 years old, was already dead. Her son Danny, who is 3 years old, was paralyzed from the waist down, and her other daughter Christy, who is only 8 years old, had suffered a disabling stroke. Diane Dons also shot herself in the arm, and she claimed that their car was carjacked, and a strange man shot her and all of her children. Diane Dons did all of this in order to be free from her children, and to continue her affair with this man. She just simply said she did not want her children in her life.
Okay.
This is the scariest story about the only child.
There was a young girl named Bella who was an only child. She loved her parents and all the attention they gave her.
But one day, Bella's parents got a dog. It was a small Shih Tzu, and everybody loved it, including Bella.
But as time went on, Bella noticed her parents were giving more attention to the dog instead of her. She did not like this.
So one night when her parents were sleeping,
she took the dog outside and stabbed it over and over again and buried it in the backyard.
The next morning, her parents were devastated to see that their dog has ran away. Bella and her parents searched all day for the dog, but only Bella knew it was never going to get found.
She was just happy that her parents paid attention to her again.
That's what happens when you make somebody think that the world revolves around them. Like, they get all like disappointed and surprised and angry that they no longer are receiving attention. And it's just how the world works. But like, people move on. Like, I thought that my friends would still be like my friends from elementary school. I thought would still be my friends when I grew up. But and if you're still a kid watching this, it's, you know, don't stop treating your friends like they matter because now you think that, oh, because it could last forever. I still got friends that I've known since elementary school. We weren't this close in elementary school. I was in a different group, but it's definitely possible to last forever in friendship. But as life goes on, people change, people meet new people. When you go from elementary school to middle school, there's a whole bunch more kids. Like, that's a bunch of, for me, I don't know if this is every single middle school, but for my middle school, we have one middle school and one high school. When we went to middle school, all of, like, we were in a sea. Elementary school was a pond. When we went to into middle school, it was a sea. There was so many other schools being, you know, other kids from other schools coming in. You had all these different people. I felt like a new kid again. It was just different. When you get to middle school or high school, that's just opportunity for things to change. People's lives changes. If you didn't have money to do school sports before, you might have money now. And when you do have money now, you meet new people. Like, it's just something that happens, really. People move on. People find new things. I bet she didn't give that dog a month before killing it. You know, new dog comes in, you ain't even probably give it a month. you know, it's a new thing. Everybody's gonna love hanging out with this. Oh my god, it's such a cute dog. Like, even you liked it, but because you saw everybody else liking it and not you instead, that's yikes.
This is what would happen if you were trapped inside of a microwave.
Up first, after about 20 seconds, you will begin to sweat extremely bad. Your body would try and slow down the surface heating by sweating. Next up, after about 45 seconds, you will start to get skin blisters. This is because the skin damage becomes severe enough to induce blistering. Next up, after about 50 seconds, your tongue will literally start to boil. If you ever watched water boiling up in a pot, imagine that on your tongue. This is because your tongue holds a lot of moisture. Next up, after about 1 minute, if you're a man, your scrotum will explode. I could just imagine the pain that this causes, and I really have no idea what could be worse than that. Finally, after a minute and a half, this is when things start getting bad. Your skin will begin oozing, and blood, pus, and bodily fluids will be all over you. Your eardrums will then rupture.
That's enough. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope I edited it well enough for you to enjoy it, but otherwise, I probably won't post it. Cause I've done this before. I've attempted this. I've watched like this exact video I've attempted before with the same channel. So I really hope that, I don't know, that this video is not too boring or too bad. I want to do a try not to laugh or something, or watch, I don't know, it's just something. it's alright, I'm actually just say bye this time. I'm not gonna hold you guys for too long, but if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe, because I have a goal to reach 300 by the end of next month. So if you can help me reach that goal, it's always nice to help somebody reach a goal. Okay, what goes around comes around. I really love you all more than I love myself, and I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hide it. I know you're trying to get away, I see you crying. I really hope you'll be okay. I've been through this shit too much and I still don't know what to say. I still miss those hoes, but fucking windows like they know you really wanna hide it. I know you're trying to get away, I see you crying. I really hope you'll be okay. I've been through this shit too much and I still don't know what to say. I still